Alright, here we are in game 1. We're on the play. This hand's pretty good. We don't have any blue mana, but we don't have any blue spells yet. Tyler's Tracker is pretty likely to get us an Investigate trigger, and if we draw another 2 or 3 drop, we can just stall to play him on the turn we want. Okay, it's a good sign for us. Clearly not going to trade with that. Hinterland Logger isn't unlikely to flip in this spot. Okay. Is he not going to attack? Interesting. I'm going to put the Tireless Tracker out there. I already can curve out here, so I'm not worried about it getting hit by deadweight or something. Obviously it'd be unfortunate, but I'm not going to play off curve. Okay. I'm going to be able to flip my Hinterland Logger and have Pack Guardian available. And I think I'm going to be able to just pitch a land as well here to the Pack Guardian. So yep, I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. No reason to attack in. I just don't have good attacks. Okay. And I am going to pitch a land just because it helps my Delirium for later. I don't have any 6-drops that I'm desperate to play on curve. So here's a question. I can attack with Pack Guardian, trades with both, this trades with only one. So I think I'm going to go ahead and attack with these here. See what his blocks are. Hold up, cracking a clue. I'm fine if he just brings the Ghoul Caller's Accomplice back. His mana is going to be tied up in doing that type of thing for a while here. And I think, actually, what I want to do is play the Erd Wall and then get 2 more clues. And then go ahead and pass. And I can start making my Tireless Tracker pretty threatening. I think if he just passes with mana up, I don't actually even need to crack a clue end of turn. This could just be like reduced to ashes. Rancid Rats. Okay. That's a little bit annoying. We're going to be able to dig pretty deep here these coming turns, though. And with Erdwall plus Tireless Tracker as an engine, we're just going to win through card advantage at some point. And now we can actually block this, so it just becomes he gains 1 life a turn. Alright, we drew a land, which is perfectly acceptable. I think I'm going to play land. We get the double investigate triggers. I can't really attack with the wolf anymore, but I can attack with Pack Guardian and the Illuminator. That's actually kind of the block that I wanted. And I think I'm still going to hold off on the Sage. Although, that's not true. He only comes in as a 2/2 here, and I'm not desperate for the card draw. So I think I'd prefer to just keep cracking a clue every turn. Play a little bit behind curve. I think I can just trade with what he has on board and just win the attrition game. We already have 4 cards queued up. Perfectly happy to trade off Wicker Witch or the Wolf token. I think I'm incentivized to trade the Wicker Witch for the Blood Mad Vampire in this particular spot, because it gets me 3 card types for Delirium, and I have Traverse as a really solid draw here to, if I get Delirium, to start getting, you know, like the Soul Swallower or the Tireless Tracker, or not Tireless Tracker, Obsessive Skinner, the 2-drop that keeps putting on counters. Yeah, so I'm gonna block with the 3/1. He could have Grotesque Mutation plus, yeah, I don't think, maybe like Spiteful Motives would be terrible for me here. I would probably need to find an answer if that's what this was. But I don't think I can block in such a way. Yeah, Spiteful Motives I think is the scariest thing you could have. Yeah, this is actually fine. He needs to have an additional trick for me to care about that. The life swing I'm not even remotely concerned about. He's down to 1 card. I have 4 extra cards in play. Oh, that's pretty good. He's going to be able to get back the rancid rats and the vampire. It's pretty good. I just don't know that it's going to stop what I'm doing. Graph Mole. Wow, sweet. We really want to find, yeah, I think we wanted to find a land there. But I think this incentivizes us to just keep cracking clues. I get to crack in with land. There we go. We get 2 more clues. I've got the full engine going. My opponent can't help but. Go ahead and crack another clue here. And this should just put the game out of reach, I think. You know that what you have on board is pretty great when you're just not even playing your 5-mana cantrip. Or not even cantrip, but creature that cantrips. Go and trade the wolf. Tireless Tracker is just a monster now. This is where like Ghostly Wings would be a sweet draw, because Tireless Tracker would end the game very, very quickly. In that spot, yep, the Accomplice comes back. So 5. So I think, yeah, let's see what we draw with this first. Epiphany. Epiphany gets me Delirium, but I don't know that I care too much about that. It's fine with me. I think now I'm just gonna play the Byway Courier to apply pressure. I don't need to crack the clues. I'm pretty far ahead. Makes my Sage smaller, but if he rips land here, the Sage is gonna flip. And then I'll be at the point where I can just start to crack all my clues and make my Sage huge. Continue to get my tracker bigger. I mean, he could have like another Grotesque Mutation. You know, he might have ways to gain life to stall this out, but... Okay, Rotten Heart Ghoul. So let's kill this one. Yep, and the Sage is going to eat both of those. We get in for 11. Alright, so game 1, not super close. His deck seems like it wants to be fast. Maybe we bring in, I think the Scavenger's probably pretty good in this type of game. Maybe I cut like Kessig. It doesn't seem like that's the type of card I'll need. Just sort of bring my curve down a little bit. Other than that, something like Jace's Scrutiny is probably fine. So this trick could be great. I'm not at the point where I really want to test that though. I'm just going to get another cheap play. This hand is a little risky. I'm going to keep it though. I don't really like passing up on 2 landers. Yeah, and this should make it pretty good. Epiphany at the Drown Yard is our best way to turn on Delirium early. Because it's an instant, it can get lands in our yard. Alright. Alright, so we're literally halfway to Delirium, and probably the 2 hardest halves for our deck. We'll be able to get a creature in there with Byway Courier. And then yeah, we'll have Rabid Bite or whatever. We probably will just play Stitchwing. Wow. The question, I think here... Yeah, so I'm going to play the Byway Courier, and the next turn I can play Tireless Tracker into land. And then if he has a removal spell, or like he doesn't attack and holds the rats back to block, I can attack with the Byway Courier and get a trade, which I'd be pretty happy with in this spot. But yeah, I think guaranteeing... Is he going to attack? No, okay. So this is kind of what I wanted. Just go straight to attacks. He missed a land drop. Didn't attack, so he's almost certainly going to block. I'm usually of the opinion that I just want to trade my creatures with their Typhoid Rats, my early creatures, especially a card like Byway Courier where I get value. He's actually going to rethink it, yeah. And if he has a removal spell for Tireless Tracker, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to get Investigate Trigger. As long as he doesn't exile it, it'll be the third creature type in my graveyard, and then pretty soon I'll be able to do something like Rabid Bite into Soul Swallower. Skin Invasion. Alright. It's reasonable. It's still going to trade for his card, though. And actually, what I think what I can just do here is Rabid Bite this guy. Get another Investigate trigger. Give this, put Ghostly Wings on this, and then just go to the house. And then I can actually just discard a land to send Tireless Tracker back to my hand. I'll put an enchantment in my graveyard, and then Soul Swallower will have Delirium. He'll have Delirium plus some. I actually just need a creature in my yard at this point, so even if Tireless Tracker died, it would be fine. So, playing the Ghostly Wings plus Rabid Bite probably wasn't necessary. I probably could have just played Ghostly Wings. My opponent is in a pretty tough spot here now, though. So let's get our Investigate trigger first, I think is the correct plan. I think in this spot I just play the flyer and then be able to crack a clue. I don't have to play either of these. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, our opponent's stuck on lands, should be game. Alright, see you guys in round 2.